welcome back to another how to build tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to build a TNT cannon. Now, as you can see, this one's a bit more complicated than the normal ones, because the normal ones haven't worked for a long time, because of how TNT now works in console. But I don't really think many people have shown you how you make these kind of TNT cannons, like the ones in Battle, like Shrunk. Now this is basically the logic and redstone behind them. You can obviously cover it up and make it look like it, but I'll quickly show you how it works. So you'd be on a slime block, you push a button, and that's one little problem. I'll quickly sort that out, guys. Really sorry about that. But yeah, while I'm sorting this out, I'll just talk about basically how it works. So basically what's behind it is you've got the normal TNT, as you would need to give you the up thrust. Then you've also got the slime block and the slime and the piston, which is gonna move it up. And yeah, so you've got these two, and basically there's like a little contraption system inside of this where it retracts this sticky piston downwards, and then it goes back up just as the TNT cannon goes, which means you're going to be launched. Now you can make this piston a normal piston, so that it's only really a one proper use. And you can also use pressure plates and put these above here if you put a block above it, and then put pressure plates. So you can put a pressure plate on this to activate it, and then like decorate all this to make it look fancy. Yeah, that's that. And then yeah, it's pretty neat. And basically this is what happens. So the TNT goes out, you retract, and you go flying. Now I actually don't believe that worked properly, so we're gonna give that another try, because that didn't seem to work right. That seemed to work a bit better, but it does take you around 70 blocks high, and maybe 80, or maybe a bit higher. Well, I very much doubt it. But yeah, there's only really one design for this, obviously, and yeah, let's get right into it. See you there. So then, guys, if you want to make this lovely TNT cannon, then you're going to need 24 dispensers. I know that's 24 bows. That could be really difficult to get, and it could just be messing around for ages. You're also going to need 8 blocks of your choice, and 21 redstone dust, 1 sticky piston, 1 slime block, 1 redstone torch, 11 redstone repeaters, 8 water buckets, but I'm only going to use 1, because if you used 8, it'd taken up my entire inventory, or just however many you can get with an infinite water source. You're also going to need 1 weight to activate it, so a button, lever, pressure plate, or whatever you want for the kind of build you're intending to do. But first of all, what you're going to want to do is dig a little shape like this, so a 3x3 square. Take 2 down, and then thinking about it, you're going to need to fatten it. Yeah, do this. So dig 2 down here, and just basically all around the edges, missing out the corners, to make it look like that. So this is literally your template, and then the middle block you want to place it in, and then place your piston and the slime block on top of it. Now you've already used your most important blocks early, and yeah, they're the ones behind all the logic, and then you can get rid of the rest of them. So now you want to place these dispensers around here, and don't worry, the slime block is not going to be lower than the dispenser, because the piston is always going to be powered, apart from when it receives a signal. When you've used all your dispensers, and I'll just show you what I mean, as you can see, this piston is pushing upwards. So yeah, you're putting all that in. And also, what I forgot to mention in the materials, but I'm pretty sure you guys knew this, you're gonna need a lot of TNT. Now, if you only want it to be a one use, you're only gonna need 24 TNT, one for each one. But obviously, you can keep multiplying that and get more and more and more and more. Yeah, that's that. And yeah, the next thing you're gonna want to do is go into crouch mode, sneak mode, whatever you want to call it. It's technically called sneak mode. And just surround it in all of your redstone dust. Now, once you've done this, that is indeed only using 16 of your redstone dust. So yeah, it's only using 16. As you can see, only 16, and that means there's only 5 left to use in the build. And yeah, don't get rid of all of your redstone just now, because that's not all of it. And yeah, that's that. So then what you're gonna have to do is, let me just think. Start from this dispenser here. It doesn't really matter which side, although just do it from behind. And you're gonna want to dig 5 blocks this way, and then followed by another one, and dig dig 3 down. So that's what it should be looking like. You're gonna want to put this in here, and then place a repeater there, and I believe that should be on 3 ticks. I'll just go double check, because I don't want to give you wrong. Oh no, it's only 2 ticks, guys. Only 2 ticks, guys. My bad. So it's only 2 ticks like that. And then here you want another repeater like this. And oh, this is just actually making me think, guys. Really sorry about this. Oh, I remember now. I remember. And then you're gonna have to place 1 block of your choice there, with your redstone dust there. So basically, that should now push up the slime block, as you can see. If it hasn't, then you've done something severely wrong, and that's not good. But this one is the one that needed to be on 3 ticks. That's why I was getting confused. And then you need to have 2 blocks of your choice right here. And I've got a feeling you meant to have redstone dust on top of that. Let me just... No, you're not. That's my bad. But you do have to redstone dust there, and dirt block there. Let me just check that is correct. Yeah, that is more than correct. And yeah, that's that bit done, really. So now, as you can see, if I was to like put a button there, oops, I've done that wrong. If I just put that on the TNT on the redstone, if the redstone torch receives a signal, and if the signal is going to be coming this way, basically it's going to be coming from a repeater, which is going to push into a redstone block, which is going to turn off that redstone torch, as you just saw, and it pushes the slime block, well, pulls it down and then pushes it right back up, so you can call that retracting. It's like the muscle system in your body. Why am I linking it to that? I don't quite know. But now you should only be left with, whoopsie daisies. You should only be left with 2 redstone blocks, and just grab, yeah, you should be having 9 repeaters left now, with your button, and 1, 2, I'm just trying to think about how many blocks of your choice you do now need, and I believe that should be right. If it's not, then I do sincerely apologise, and you're gonna need the water. That's what I'm missing. But then what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna have to dig a 3 block space. You don't have to do it 3 block, and you can do it underneath, but it's just easier to show you guys how it's gonna work and everything. Yeah, and then you're gonna have to do 3 there, and then down here, down there, down there, down here, down here. So now once you hit here, you're gonna want to place a dirt block there, and a dirt block there, and a dirt block there. And once you've done that, you want to place 2 redstone dust there, which now means you have used all of your blocks as well as that. And then here you're gonna have to place 3 repeaters followed by another 6, basically the rest of your repeaters, and then set all of these to 4 tick delay, which if you're not familiar with this kind of language, that's just basically get the thing at the back all the way to the back. It looks like a mini redstone torch that is being turned off. Just get that to the very back, and it kind of looks like I don't really know, but yeah, now it should look something like this. So once you've done that, that is basically it really, and you're gonna want to place in your water, of course. You can make that infinite, I guess, with only like 4 buckets. Yeah, then you've done that, and oh yeah, you do need 1 more block. So about that, forgot about that block, guys. And then just place that anywhere and place your button on that, and then you're not going to need these blocks, but obviously when you're mining this you should have obtained it if you are doing it in survival. So then just cover it back, cover all of this in your original block used for the mechanism, and follow that all the way around apart from here, because if you place that here then it's going to block the redstone signal, and you can either use stairs or I don't know, slabs to block it off. I normally use slabs because it's just easier. Yeah, you can then put a slab there, and you can see the redstone still goes through it. A slab above there, and then you can just decorate this how you like, really. But instead of making that side just look weird, then you can do that. And yeah, that's that. Now all you have to do is fill every single one of your TNT cannons with TNT, as so. You can fill it all the way up. You could only have a certain amount in. As I was saying earlier, you could only make it a few uses to, I don't know, prank people. So like it could be your emergency ejection seat or something, so like it'd only work once or something. So like if you're being chased, then you can use it, but the other person wouldn't be able to, and it can get you up to a high place but the other person can't get to without this TNT cannon, or without having to nerd fall his way all the way up. But this noise is ridiculously annoying. But let's just place all of these TNT in every single one of this dispensers. Obviously you can fill them all to the rim, as I'm saying, but yeah, then you've done that, and that's it really. So one main thing I recommend is when you go to jump on this, make sure you're not like bouncing up and down if you jump on it. And when you first go on it, I recommend going on it and crouching, so you're not actually moving and bouncing. Then you can uncrouch, press the button, and wait to go to space, and then off you go, and you can get this high to all of your redstone things. And normally it does send you perfectly straight, but sometimes it doesn't. So if you want to land back on the slime block, just be careful of that, and make sure you can reline yourself back up, because it might not work sometimes. But another great use this can be used for is, of course, an elite launcher, because yeah, TNT cannons are basically elite launchers. But as you just saw then, that is the time it just malfunctioned. It can do that sometimes. The TNT can not give you as good blast radius, and not kill you, and not obviously destroy you, and send you flying, and it can sometimes malfunction. But when I say malfunction, don't worry, it shouldn't be possible for the TNT to dispense and blow up the entire contraption. And if it does, then leave a comment down below and I might be able to fix that. But the most common issue, if it ever does do that, is basically you might find out you've actually got a dispenser facing downwards or to the right, because if I had a dispenser facing a different direction, then it's going to fire the TNT in a different direction, which is then going to blow it up, which is then send over TNT for water in other directions to fully blow up the contraption, which is probably the reason why you don't have it, and it's most common if you have the dispenser facing downwards. But yeah, you can decorate all of this lot. Can of course be decorated if you want it to be, so I don't know, decorate it, I guess. Yeah. There we go. This is pretty legit, right? What's not to like about this? Decorating's amazing. Like, seriously, this is absolutely legit. Totally. Yeah, as you guys know, you can toy around with this a lot more and get it to look a little bit nicer here and there. Okay, and yeah, just toy around with the contraption. Yeah, that's that really, and that's the contraption and how it should work. Yeah, and then on here you can place a thing, and then you can jump in it and go boom, at a guess, and have it enclosed. And obviously you can decorate it a bit fancier, and I really don't like that. So I'm gonna go remove it all just so yeah, you can tell what's going on. And yeah, this it should have been a pretty easy build. When I say easy, it's obviously not going to be the easiest thing you've ever built. It's certainly not easy as such, because of all the materials you're going to have to obtain. But it's going to be extremely handy, and I just recommend it for Hunger Games maps, hide and seek maps, and stuff like the kind of battle maps you get. So yeah, that's what I really recommend this kind of TNT cannon for. Or you can of course have it as your Elytra launcher, as we've just seen. Yeah, that's that. I really do hope that you like this design, and as I normally say in these type of videos, leave your ideas down below. What do you want to show you how to build next? Obviously you just received how you're going to make this amazing TNT cannon. But yeah, it's pretty compact, pretty small, not taking up too much room, and yeah, you can impress your friends just like, yep, that's it. You thought TNT cannons didn't work anymore? Well, they do, and here is a working one. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this video just as much as I did making it, and like I say, put your ideas in the comments, or email them me, or however you want to get in touch. It's really easiest to get in the comments. That's that, and I'll see you in the next tutorial, or whatever video I do next. Bye guys.